Hey family, welcome back to my channel, Deep Soul Sessions. I'm Vanny Truth. I'm a starry star. Alright, been a long time since I did an upload, but I want to share this with those of you who work with your ancestors and you feel as though that your ancestors are not present, they're not around, or you're questioning whether they are. Hopefully that this video will confirm that they are. Now, one thing that's very important in this video that I'm about to explain of how my ancestors has been present is going to be clairsentience. Clairsentience, all right? Like a particular scent. I remember when I very first got this phone right here, that old-timey phone. And when I got it, I remember I used to, as a young child, as a young girl, I would go to Allerton, Texas, and I would go visit my great aunt and my great grandfather, my great grands, okay, aunts, uncles, grandmother, and grandfather, okay, and also my actual grandfather had owned a home in Allenton, Texas, and his sister, which is my great aunt. Long story short, I would wake up, or I would wake up in the morning, or there would be like scenarios throughout the day up into the evening or at night, right? That I would smell a particular scent. That everything in this home is electric. I don't have a gas stove. Ain't no propane. Ain't no gas lines near me, all right? And I would smell that same scent that I would smell if those of you are familiar with growing up or spending summers and the springs and things like that in the country. And you know everything's down there is like gas and propane and things like that. All right. Well, I can. All right. I can relate. And I would always smell that scent. And I'm like, wow. And it's like that scent was so, it would be so strong. It just brought me back to when I was a little girl in Allenton, Texas. All right. Visiting my great aunt, my great uncle, my great grandfather, my great grandmother, and my papa, which is my grandfather. All right. And also my grandmother, who is her altar's over there. If y'all haven't checked out the video that I have available here on my YouTube channel, I do have a video available of her altar. All right, giving offerings to her. All right. I would smell scents of my grandmother of like fresh paint, fresh wood. She kept up a house like, oh my gosh, like she was a neat freak. She was germophobic, okay? Like everything in her house, like you wouldn't find a speck of dust anywhere. Like you can literally wipe your hands everywhere. Even on her floor, you ain't gonna find no dust. Nothing. And I remember smelling like that scent, not just that scent of like fresh paint and wood and things like that, but things that she would cook. And I'm like, damn, I don't cook like my grandmama. I know some of her recipes, but I don't. My kid's father is a chef, so therefore I cook. Don't get me wrong. And when I cook, they love my cooking, but I prefer him to cook because we eat all kinds of things, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, all kinds of things. But anyway, um, me not like doing my tarot right now, me taking the chill pill, there's been a lot of things I've been absorbing, a lot of things I've been observing, a lot of things that I've been able to compare, a lot of things I've been able to see for what it really is. And I feel as though those who, like, if you read tarot, you have a YouTube channel, or whether you put knowledge out on Facebook, your Instagram, whatever platform, Twitter, whatever it may be, that is so important to like to pull back. And thank you, Lulu. I love. All right, I have a book right there on my living room table. Um, it's under the Children's Father's Bible. But anyway, how she says, like, you have to pull back. You have to pull back and take spiritual breaks. Like how we, you're supposed to take spiritual baths and things like that, which I haven't really been doing anything like that, excuse me, because the game is going right now. I really pretty much pull back on everything to be able to really, like, see what's really going on around me, what I'm doing, what I have been in a corruption about, what needs to be corrected about me, what needs to be corrected about, like, just everything in life. You know what I'm saying? It's so important to take spiritual breaks, excuse me. Some, you be so far gone to where you're constantly deep into your meditation, studying, reading, studying. I've did that to where it came to a point to where I had no life. And how are you supposed to have and experience different experiences if you don't take spiritual breaks? And spiritual breaks, what I thought was not just taking a break from probably lighting a candle on my altars or something like that and cleaning, doing all this. No, spiritual breaks is actually like taking a break on all the downloads and different things that you receive, to where you just live life, just live in that moment. So when the downloads, when that you come back, like so many downloads come in, it's like no other. And one of them tonight was the clairsentience. And I feel as though the clairsentience is a gift that I have that's connected with my late ancestors, my great-grandfather, my great-grandmother, and also my grandmother. I said my late great-grandfather, my late great-grandmother, and my grandmother. All right? Smelling these particular scents that I would smell at that time. And during that time, I wasn't too sure. No matter how much knowledge, there's going to be times that you question whether or not are you feeling and sensing the things it is that you are feeling and sensing. That's why it's so important to take spiritual breaks. So therefore you can go through certain experiences, and through those experiences you can convert back to like, oh wow, like tonight, oh my gosh, y'all been here. My great-grandfather, oh my gosh, been here. My great-grandmother, she lives through me. All right, I carry a most significant trait about her. And she loved to drink her beer. And baby, I love to drink my beer. Child, Lily Mae loved it. And Lily Mae Victorian. All right. And then my grandmother. All right. My mom's mom, my grandmother, my late grandmother. Willie Mae Jackson. All right. She was more of like a clubber before she gave her life over to God. And I see so much of myself, of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, Lily Mae Victorian, and so much of my late grandmother, Willie Mae Jackson, to where it's just like, oh my gosh, it's hitting me like a ton of bricks. Like, oh my gosh, y'all been here. I was went to the restroom, I sat there, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I said to my great-grandfather, I was like, oh my gosh, you've been here. And the same words, the exact words that came out of my mouth after that was, I fucked up. And I heard them, they came to me, was like, no, you did not mess up. You did not mess up. It was more like there's certain things that you had to experience so that you can be aware to know that our presence is real. So any one of you out there, you have your altars to your ancestors and whatever, and you may have like some type of clouded your clarity is clouded, your judgment is clouded, like, are they really there? You know they there, but you're like, is this real? Are they really there? Take you a spiritual break. All right? Live your life and be in the moment. Live your life. They know in your heart and how abundant you are in your heart that you want to honor them. They know that. They know that. And you have to take into consideration that if they were alive, yeah, they want you to live your life a particular way, But they would also understand that you want to make your own choices, regardless of how they feel, regardless of what they want for you. So the same thing applies spiritually. So tonight, um, being brought back to when I smelled a particular scent, I said, "Oh my gosh, it's my great grandfather," and he was a European who married a very deeply melanated black woman, which was Lily Mae Thompson, which they married. Her name became Victorian, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you was here. You been here. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And my grandmother, she spoke. And when I said I fucked up, my grandmother spoke and said no. She didn't. My grandmother didn't cuss. So she was like, "You did not mess up. There's certain things that you have to, you know what I'm saying, experience to really understand what it is that how we communicate with you through spirit, how you feel your ancestors through spirit. You know, there's certain things that you have to experience to know that you're not tripping, that is actually real." And so I told my children's father tonight, I have to do this upload. I have to do this upload. Because I know there's someone out there right now and you're questioning whether your loved one is with you, whether your ancestor is really giving you messages. Yes, they are. But if you want that solid confirmation, and hopefully what it is that I'm telling you gives you that solid confirmation. Some of you, this may not be enough confirmation for you. You may have to chill. All right? Live your life. Let things be what they are. And probably a month or two, who knows, a year later, however it may be, you get that confirmation. Because you have to go through a certain experience. And that's crazy because I was ministering unto someone and I was telling them because they want things to be how they want them to be. And a pickle, a sour lemon that they're being thrown, that they're going through in life right now. And I say, you know what? Everybody that's involved in your situation, that person has to experience this experience. That person has to experience this experience, that experience. You have to experience this particular experience in order for all things to work together for the good, for all your answers, for all your prayers and anything it is that you ask the Most High, the universe, to be answered. You have to let things and everybody, they have to play their role, good or bad. So those of you who work with your ancestors and you're questioning whether your ancestors are with you, they are. They are. But for you to have that solid, because you may be lacking in faith if it's really real, and it's real. It really is. You have to go through an experience. So therefore, they can show you that it's really real to where you do not question. You won't ever question. And mind, for our ancestors to do that, who do you think the spirit that they're operating out of to even conduct that? Which is our Most High. And our Most High is not a religion. Our Most High is all-knowing. Our Most High is an essence. Our Most High is a sense of knowing that there is a higher power, a higher being of energy that created everything that we see in existence and that we have experienced in spirit. So if the Most High has to allow you to do that too, to go through the experience, don't ever, without a shadow of a doubt, think that your ancestors wouldn't fall back and follow in the same footsteps as our Creator. Because we are made in the image of God, physically and spiritually. But it's up to us to know whether we are gods, goddesses, here of the spirit of the physical realm. Everybody kissing ass to go to heaven ain't going. But I'm leaving my opinion to that alone. And I'm telling y'all facts. Everybody kissing ass to go to heaven ain't going. Because if we are made in the image of God, who asked God's kissing? Babe. Babe. If we're made in the image of God, who asked is God kissing? Nobody's. So why would you kiss God's ass to get in heaven? God sees straight through that fake and that phony. Be yourself. Be your true, authentic self and your most highest self. Or whether you didn't hit rock bottom in your most lowest self. Be yourself. And anybody with their religion, bunk what they saying, man. Because I guarantee you, they got their reward. I promise you, they got their reward. Be who you are. Be you in your lowest self and your highest self. Because there's nothing that we can hide to our Creator. So why kiss ass to get to heaven? Why kiss ass to be in favor with our Creator? When our Creator, it's like, how can you show your Creator who you are, but the Creator created you? So how can you show your Creator who you are? You have to allow yourself to be and accept yourself for who you are. And anytime that you're in the wrong, hold yourself accountable. A lot of us, we like to hold ourselves accountable when we do good. But you notice how religion teaches people, they don't want to hold themselves accountable. They want to get their sins washed away. I don't do religion. They don't want to hold themselves accountable and they're wrong. But they want to take all the credit and be acknowledged for their good. Accept yourself for who you are, good or bad. Yeah, you made it messed up. Excuse me, those who you are from the hood. Yeah, you made it fucked up. So, who hasn't? Who hasn't? And you done some good too. As much as you want to take credit for all the good that you did, take credit for when you done messed up and take accountability for it. I'm telling you, man. The Creator, the Most High God is real, and our ancestors, they are real. So with that being said, I see y'all peace, love, and light, and I see y'all in the next upload.